Hi, and welcome back to the Micro-Niche Blueprint training series, where you will learn the step-by-step process of creating micro-niche websites. These websites can bring you a little extra money on the side or eventual freedom from the 9-to-5. In this video, we will learn about setting up WordPress. All the behind-the-scenes work is done from the WordPress admin page or back end. This is a very simple interface that allows you to do everything from adding pages to changing colors, even changing the entire theme of your website. You can access your admin page by typing in your domain name and adding a /wp-admin. This will bring you to a sign-in page that will allow you to access the backend. Now, just a reminder, this video is part 1 of a 2-part video. There are a lot of topics to cover, so I decided to break it up and make it more manageable. Let's get to work. Okay, I will just log in here and get to my admin page for telescopesforkids.com. We are first presented with the dashboard. This is kind of a summary page for what's going on with your WordPress site. This page is customizable, so you can play around with what you want to see here. On the left side is your menu. Here is where you access all of the tools you'll need to customize your site. The first one we will talk about is posts. You can think of a post as an article, story, or some other snippet of information, while pages, on the other hand, are more about the structure of your site. We will get more into that later. When you install WordPress, there is a sample post already written. It has nothing to do with my topic, so I can delete it. This can be done by hovering over the post title and clicking Trash. The next menu item is Media. When you upload pictures or other files, they will appear here. Since we haven't uploaded anything yet, this list is empty, but when we start adding pictures, you will be able to access them here. Alright, now let's move on to pages. Just like with the posts, you can see there is a sample page already written, so we can get rid of that the same way we did with the sample post. Let's go ahead and set up some pages while we're here. To do this, just click Add New up on the top. We will call this page Home. We won't start adding content yet, but this will at least allow us to start structuring our site. Hitting Publish will essentially save the page and make it available for use in a later step. Now let's quickly go through and add a few more pages. We'll call this one Blog. Another page called Contact Us. This is really good to have as it gives your audience an easy way to contact you. It also gives the impression of a professional site. We can add an About page, which will end up being a little summary of your site and what we plan to achieve. Then we will add a privacy policy page. It is a good idea to include this page just to be safe. It essentially says that your site will not install any tracking on the user's computer and legal stuff like that. I have a great tool for creating this content that we can get into later. The next menu item is Comments. This list is also empty since our site does not have any comments yet, but when they start rolling in, you'll find them here. Okay, on to the big one, Appearance. There are so many things controlled from this menu that if I wanted to, I could go into real detail and make a whole video just on that. Clicking on Appearance brings us to the Themes page. For now, we will just stick with the standard theme called 2012. It's good to start off basic, and as your site grows, you can start looking into other themes. There are tons of free themes out there, and some that you pay for. The paid ones generally have some extra features that come pre-packaged with them. But for now, the default theme is fine. The next sub-menu item is Widgets. With the default theme, this is where we can customize what we want in the sidebar and other areas. Let's open up the site quick to show you what I mean. You can go to the top here and hover over the site name, then right-click on View Site and click on Open in New Tab. The sidebar is the column on the right side. You can add pictures, links, text, a whole bunch of items to the sidebar. Switching back over to the back end, we will remove the items that are currently in the sidebar by simply dragging them back into the Available Widgets area. We will keep recent posts there and then drag a text widget to the sidebar underneath the Recent Posts widget. We won't add any text there right now, but it will be ready for when we need it in a later step. Moving on to the next item, we can click on Menus. This controls the menu across the top of your site and is where you set up your navigation. Let's create a menu called Main Menu and click on Create Menu. Don't forget to make our newly created menu the primary menu. You can do this by selecting it from the drop-down and clicking Save. Okay, let's add some of the pages that we created a few minutes ago into the menu. We'll scroll down to Pages and select the pages we wish to include and click Add to Menu. You can now sort them by simply dragging the items into the desired order. You can also nest menu items by sliding them to the right. This will make them part of a drop-down menu. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let's save it and go test it out. We'll switch over to our website tab and hit refresh to reload the page. And there it is. You can see when I hover over Contact Us, Privacy Policy is on the drop-down menu. Let's head back to the admin page to continue. The next item is Header. This is usually a short, wide image that is on the top of your website. You can upload a photo here and also choose if you want the header text to show up as well. If your header image includes your site name, you can uncheck this box. Next is the background color. As you can see, the current background of my site is gray. Let's go change it to something not so boring. I like to use faint, basic colors as I find that bright, bold colors are too distracting. I will click Save Changes and go see what the site looks like. Just hit refresh and there we go. The background changed to the color that I chose. The last item under Appearance is Editor. Now do yourself a favor and don't change anything here. This is where all of the code is for how your site looks. Changing something in here could make your site unusable. So for now, let's just stay out of there. Okay, I think this is a good place to wrap up this part 1 of the WordPress setup. Be sure to visit me at micronicheblueprint.com for the second part of this video and to get access to all of the other training videos. Thanks for watching.